1, 2,
Beer?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9.
Hello.
Never mind, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me what's going on? We've already got police on the way out there.
Never mind.
With a lot of hesitancy, Courtney finally told the dispatchers that she and her boyfriend, Willie Lawrence Wembley, got into an argument, but they were just going to talk it out and they'd be fine.
As the yelling got louder, we understood that somebody was having an argument. And so that's when we heard gunshots. And me and my wife, we got down, started crawling to our closet.
After the first of the New Year's in Harrisburg, North Carolina, a mother of 4 was looking forward to some major changes in her life. Originally from Augusta, Georgia, 43-year-old Shatara Courtney had moved just a few states up to further her career back in 2023. She had received a promotion that she had worked so hard for over the years, and this was just one more step to the top. Living in a new and bigger city was a very exciting time for her, also meaning new beginnings. However, everything that she worked hard for over the past 20 years was stolen from her in a blink of an eye after a disturbed individual took her life right in front of the police. In the Providence Manor subdivision in Harrisburg, North Carolina, a house that had been on the market for rent was finally getting new tenants in January 2025. Harrisburg, which has more of a small town vibe, is located about 30 minutes drive northeast of the big city, Charlotte, North Carolina, which is also the most populous in the state. Well, the neighborhood where 43-year-old Shatara was moving to can be described as family-friendly, with only one way into the community, like it's its own little village. It is definitely a place that you could have your forever home and a peace of mind. Even though crime can happen anywhere, most of the residents in the area would have never imagined what would end up taking place in their community. The new family were still moving into the house at 5508 Hammer Mill Drive, but would never get to finally live in the home after a gun battle took place in the middle of the day, leaving 2 people unalive. Shatara would never get a chance to know her neighbors, but after January 13, 2025, they all would come to know her and learn more about what took place that terrifying Monday. Shatara was a woman on a mission to not only work a lot, but to work hard to get to the top of the success ladder. Raised up in Augusta, Georgia, she attended Butler High School and from there went to Augusta Technical College. In her early 20s, she began down a path in the restaurant business and continued building from there. She became a mother to her first child in 2003, and over the years, she had 4 children total. Her oldest is now 21 and the youngest 11. She has been in mom mode for over 2 decades now and was often described as a supermom who never would miss a special occasion when it came to her kids. For most who knew her well, they would affectionately call her Vitra and described her as a person who wanted prosperity for everyone. If she was not in the restaurant business, she could have been a teacher with her gift to help and teach others in so many areas of their lives. She did not only want you to be good, but to be good at what you did. A lot of people got to experience her kindness because of her job and meeting new people all the time. As for her last position, she was the district manager for Waffle House in our area, so she managed multiple locations and overseen multiple departments. It is a position she worked diligently to get, and getting that position is how she ended up moving from Augusta, Georgia to Harrisburg, North Carolina. Everything about the move was going to be positive, all besides her on and off again boyfriend who decided to come along. Shatara and 47-year-old Willie Wembley had been dating for the past 5 years, but in recent times, Shatara wanted out and was trying to figure out how to do just that. Years ago, back in Augusta, Shatara's brother said that he knew of at least one time when Willie put his hands on his sister. But Willie would come to him to apologize and promise that he would never do anything like that again and he would never harm her. Well, that all seemed to be a lie because there is also another occasion that was found on record with the authorities. The Union County Sheriff's Office in North Carolina said in August of 2024, they had a DV report and were called by Shatara to a home that was on Indiana Trail. However, a deputy said there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute Willie at that time, but they referred Shatara to a magistrate to pursue charges. A month later, deputies say they checked back with her, but she had decided not to file charges against Willie. Some loved ones say that his behavior was often weird, and so it appeared that he was not a man of his word when he told her brother that it was just a one-time thing. Sadly, in 99% of cases, it is never a one-time occasion, and if a man gets away with it one time, generally they'll do it again. That being said, it is also not easy just to walk away, especially if that person is manipulative and pretends to apologize. Even though he came to North Carolina with her, it was said she really did not want him to come with, but he did, and that would tragically end up being a fatal decision. On Monday, January 13, law officials were called to a home for an alleged dispute. On the 911 call, the woman never gave her name and told operators never mind, trying to cancel the call. At this point, operators had heard part of the back and forth and informed her that the police were headed that way anyway. Deputies were dispatched, and as they were pulling up to the home on Hammer Mill Drive, they saw a man execute a woman right in front of them. The man would instantly start firing at the officers, and all hell would break loose. Bullets were flying all over the place, and the neighbor's vehicle was even shot up. At some point during the gun exchange, the suspect allegedly shot himself and took his own life. However, it was also made clear that he could have passed due to officers firing back at him. Sadly, during this whole exchange, there was a woman on the ground taking her last breath. Both victims were identified as 43-year-old Shatara Courtney and 47-year-old Willie Wimbley. They were outside of the home that she had not officially moved in, and over the past week had only brought a few things to the house. Since the crime took place around 5 p.m., most families were at home with their children and had to duck for cover, frightened by the out-of-nowhere gun battle.
Neighbors in Providence Manor tell me this is a safe neighborhood where things like this just don't happen. But last night, this street was filled with sheriff's deputies after a shooting unfolded in this driveway. Neighbors who saw it happen tell me the woman was sitting inside a car in the driveway when the man shot her. You can see shattered glass from the car window in that driveway. Cabarrus County deputies say the shooting happened right in front of them. Deputies say the shooter then turned his gun on them and started shooting. Neighbors say the gunman used his own car as cover. Those neighbors showed me where one bullet struck the next door neighbor's car. Deputies say they returned fire and the man on the scene.
Pictured with her 4 children at her daughter's graduation, Shatara Courtney wouldn't miss a big moment.
She worked a lot, but she was always there, for the important things. She always made sure that she showed up for what was really important.
Yes.
Even if she couldn't make it to the little things.
Sitting on a couch one day after police say Shatara was by her boyfriend. Those who knew her best share what she meant as a daughter, a mother, and a friend.
Even though she may have known that people had issues, she was one that always wanted to try to make it better.
It's just devastating. It's unreal. It really is. I feel like I'm getting ready to wake up from a nightmare at any moment.
This DV altercation has left her family heartbroken that this person took it upon themselves to ruin multiple lives. Shatara's oldest son took to social media and said, "This stuff hurts, to get a call at work to come home and hear the police tell us my mama was unalived by a coward, by someone who couldn't live without you being around human beings. Me and my little brothers took that pain together, us 3 out in North Carolina, taking that pain by ourselves. I wish I wouldn't have let this get this far, Mama. I'm sorry. We need you bad. I feel so sorry for not being around at the moment because he never tried anything around me. I feel so sick. I love you so much, Mama. I just want to see you right now. I promise I got me and your kids. We're going to make it, I promise." Sadly, that is the voice of a child who has to live with this forever. The woman who gave him life and the woman who worked so hard to provide him a good life. His mother, their mother, and now she is gone. He does not deserve that, nor does the other 3 children, and he should not have to bear that kind of weight on his back. Shatara was not only devoted to her kids and job, but she was also a devoted daughter, loyal sister, and a trustworthy friend. Her sudden passing has sent a huge shockwave ripple through the hearts of her family and friends. She will be remembered for being a bridge builder who always tried to bring people together. Willie robbed Shatara's family of someone that is irreplaceable and truly one of a kind. So many co-workers spoke about how she was their favorite manager and not having anything bad to say about her. At work, she always carried a smile on her face with a sweet disposition, and all in all, was a pleasant person to be around. Her brother said that he wants her name to be honored and mentioned with dignity and respect because that is what she deserves. I hope that her story will encourage other victims of DV to seek help. So for those young ladies that may be in a relationship that you know it don't feel right, something's not right, the time is now to start figuring it out. Get help. Don't just stay because it is truly a matter of life or not. My heartfelt thoughts and prayers go out to the family and to all her children and all her loved ones in this very difficult time. Her life mattered and she should still be here. So please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in this difficult time and hit the like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.